Previously on The Practice.
Alan Shore thinks he got fired because we were afraid he'd bring the firm down. He's already brought us down. Our lives are that law firm. Working together, that's something. I might even call that everything.
Most paralegals request not to work with me, and just so you know, I am totally fine with being hated. Sally, if you dress like that, people will get the right idea about you. Please, go home and change.
My legal skills are excellent. I shouldn't get punished because my skirts are short, and you can tell Hannah I'm gonna hit her. I don't care if she's a partner. If she keeps treating me like this, I'm gonna hit her.
I had this dope deal coming up. I didn't tell no one, except Gigi Cooley, my girlfriend. All of a sudden, the feds are busting down my door. I think the FBI bugged me in my buttocks.
I want to take this case.
We're voting 2-1 to turn it down.
Leaving because you couldn't take that case?
How can you even think of leaving?
You are. You interviewed with Hollings and Gray last month.
I declined.
But not the interview. You considered leaving, Eugene.
I do not do secretarial work.
Lucy will be in at noon.
Fine, then have her do it. I have cases.
Jamie, come on.
Eugene, may I speak to you a second?
I thought we concluded our conversation.
This'll just take a second. Please.
What's that about?
That was Kevin Stadler. He's from Hollings and Gray, the firm that Eugene interviewed for.
I thought he turned that down.
I really wasn't interviewing you on behalf of our firm, Eugene.
What do you mean?
I don't know if you're familiar with Governor Romney's new judicial nominating process. The first round is completely blind. The governor feels it can be much more merit-based that way. I was engaged by the governor's counsel as an early screener.
What are you talking about?
I was interviewing you as a potential Superior Court judge.
A judge?
If you're interested, I'd love to submit your name to the governor's council.
To be a Superior Court judge?
To be a Superior Court judge.
Get the doctor's report, and then we'll talk, okay?
Thanks, Jimmy. Jimmy.
Manny, hey, Gigi. Oh, go in the conference room.
Hey, you said you would take me next.
10 minutes, Mr. Pap.
Ah, this is discrimination.
Millie Trevally, her husband bid her she wants to sue.
Right in the thigh.
I'll be with
Drew
you
blood.
as soon as I can. Susie, could you get Mrs. Trevally some coffee, please?
I'd love
bit
some
me
myself, we don't
awful.
got any.
Maybe you could get some?
Oh yeah, like I got nothing to do.
Gigi, hey, congratulations.
Thanks. It's the happiest moment in my life.
Look, I talked to both ER doctors who treated you. They claimed there was no device inserted into your person.
Well, of course they're gonna say that.
Manny,
They must have got some mind-reading psychic. And going into a person's head, you should need a warrant for that, too.
This is how he got labeled.
I got a buddy in the bureau. I'll talk to him. But we need to think about a plea.
Now, look, never mind plea. I got a friend. And I can give them something they want, Jimmy. My friend spent some time in the oil business, and he knows where they are.
Knows where who are?
Not who, what. The weapons of mass destruction. The FBI's been trying to redeem themselves in this arena. You get the charges dropped, I'll give them the big WMD. This could be why they went into my ass to begin with, to gather intelligence.
Oh, that was a sucker punch! Oh, both men are down on the ice, and Sears is not letting up. The referee is trying to...
Gee, you're certainly a good hockey player. So, what did this man do, steal your puck?
He took out one of our best players a few weeks ago.
Took out on a date?
Excuse me, new guy. I wouldn't want the client to think we're not taking this seriously.
Maybe you should take over so I can observe.
Mike, the problem we have, in addition to the attack itself, you went on record the night before saying you were going to get him. So it's difficult for us to say it was some sudden outbreak of emotion. Do you see our dilemma?
A word of reply would be helpful. A whole sentence would be positively stunning. Mention has been made of the code. What exactly is the code?
It means if you take out one of our guys, we'll go after one of yours. It's, you know, payback, eh?
I'd need you to drop the Canadian.
I am Canadian.
I realize this, but I'd like to paint you American. See, in America, if somebody commits a vicious, unprovoked attack, best to cloak it with patriotism. Oh, hello. I can see you're observing again. Am I knotted tightly enough for you?
A judge?
Can you believe it?
No. I mean, I can. I can believe you'd be a great candidate. So would this be something you might be interested in? Eugene, I think it would be great. I do. It would be fabulous if...
First of all, it's not at the point where I even have to ask myself whether or not...
Eugene, clearly it is at that point. If you're interested, the process continues. If you're not... So are you?
I don't know. It's all so sudden, and I just need to think.
Is there a reason we're having drinks at a frat house?
It's not normally like this.
Why am I here at all?
Because I think we need to set some ground rules.
How are we doing?
We're having a private conversation. I saw that.
Saw what?
You need to be clear on a few things, Mr. Short. If you...
Something wrong? Other than your nature?
I will be right back. If you won't fire her, I will.
We can't summarily hire and fire people. It's
Denny
just...
Crane summarily hired Alan Shore.
He's Denny Crane, you're not.
Look, Matthew, even you can't defend. When you get a free moment, could you come to my office, please?
It's my personal and private time. This firm does not own me.
Matthew, she seems to think the firm doesn't own her. When you get a free moment, please.
Were you dancing in some bar last night? Without wardrobe?
Well, here's the thing. Insurance companies don't like to pay out when it's spouse against spouse, especially when it's what they call supervening act, which an intentional biting would be. Get him to bump you accidental, like with the car, preferably when he's backing up. I got a doctor who can get you the x-rays.
Manny, a second. Please, don't counsel my clients.
I had legal schooling, Jimmy.
You're not a lawyer.
Oh, excuse me.
Listen, I talked to my friend at the Bureau. Your ass wasn't bugged.
What did you expect that they were gonna
Manny, please don't talk for a second, okay? They got what they got on you through an informant. He wouldn't tell me who the informant was, but, did you know Gigi got arrested 3 weeks ago?
My Gigi?
DUI. They found some pot in the glove compartment. Enough to get her on intent.
She never told me this.
The bus went nowhere. Case was tossed. I think it's possible she flipped you, Manny.
Gigi? This isn't a possible thing, Jimmy. She's my fiancée. She loves me. She even thinks I'm handsome.
I'd like to talk to her.
It wasn't Gigi.
Manny, this is your business. I'm not gonna do nothing you don't want me to. But I'm concerned. If this is the woman you're gonna marry, and if she flipped you, can I have a conversation with her?
Fine, but you're wrong.
I hope to God I am. Look, Manny, if you want to get to the truth of this or not, your call. But if you do, don't tip her. Just let me talk to her.
I won't say nothing.
It was an assault. The fact that it took place during a professional hockey game doesn't mean this guy...
Come on, Jeffrey. You have 4,000 reported assaults every year. Less than half lead to charges.
Hannah, if you were still here, you'd prosecute.
I certainly would not.
He repeatedly punched a defenseless man. He doesn't get some special exemption because he did it during a sporting event.
That's just simply not true. We grant such exemptions all the time.
Excuse me a minute. New guy.
It would be illegal to run somebody down and flatten them, yet in football, boxers try to knock each other unconscious. The actual intent of the sport is assault. Imagine throwing a hard object 100 miles per hour at somebody's head. That's grounds for attempted murder. But if the victim crowds the plate, fighting is part of hockey. May I speak for a second?
You are speaking.
Oh. Sometimes I become so wrapped with my own words, it feels more like a listening experience. Look, we're gathered here today because of the media. I suspect if the firestorm died down, so would your urge to be Javert. Suppose this man were severely punished by the league. How about we get our justice that way?
First of all, I'm not the commissioner of the league.
I'm offering you the chance to be. Name your punishment. Name it.
Out of the playoffs. And the next 2 years.
Done.
Done? How are you?
I'll meet with the commissioner. My client will be suspended for 2 full seasons plus playoffs.
I hate to break your momentum, but the players' union will never let...
Yes, they will.
Because you say so.
Because I say so. Congratulations, Mr. District Attorney. You've just helped to change hockey for the better. By the way, I may need to invoke the power of your office a little. Not to worry.
It doesn't necessarily mean he's leaving.
Oh my God.
Jamie?
Even if he's thinking about leaving Eleanor, this place will collapse. I mean, my job, my outfits.
Could you please calm down? He's going on a few interviews. It's a long shot that he'll even be selected, so let's not get...
Whoa, who are you kidding? He's black.
So?
So, Romney is desperate to appoint black judges.
Is that it? They want me because I'm black?
No, 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 no. Check that. Yes, in part. I mean, he's never going to appoint an unqualified candidate. You're definitely qualified, so you can get off that horse. But all things being equal, he will tap a black candidate. Diversity is a big part of his executive order. I've read it. So if you go for this, you'll probably get it. Which is great.
Let me start by saying, I believe in you, Sally. If I seem to be judgmental, it's only because I measure your performance against your potential. When you meet new people, I would imagine the question, what do you do? Pops almost immediately into the conversation. You answer, I'm an attorney at Crane, Pool & Schmidt. When others describe you, smart girl, nice, works at Crane, Pool & Schmidt. As much as you might like to lay claim to your personal time or private life, Who you are and where you work are inextricably bound, Sally. And when you're standing in a public bar, on the bar, half naked, thrusting your Great Divide as if it were a tourist attraction, there are people saying she's a lawyer at Kranepool and Schmidt. Now, as fine as your legal skills might be, we simply cannot have our associates engage in public, drunken, pornographic conduct. And if you can't be concerned with our firm's reputation, I should think you'd at least try to show a little respect for your own. That's all.
Officers on the door. And inside I see logbooks. The people going in and out limping and stuff.
Right on Commercial Street?
Commercial Street is what I'm saying.
And you're sure his name is Baluti?
That's what it says on the door. Law offices of. Law books inside. People limping.
There is no precedent for a 2-year suspension. And even if I were to sanction that, I can assure you the players' union wouldn't. If you only knew.
What would they do? Pull your jersey over your head and pummel you?
Mr. Shore, the idea of...
Mr. Burke, you will suspend Mr. Sears for 2 years. In consideration for that, forgive me, I'm parched. In consideration for that, I've worked it out with the DA for the league not to be criminally prosecuted.
The league? How are we liable for
Massachusetts General Laws, Chapter 274, Section 2, aiding and abetting. Anyone who assists, encourages, or promotes an assault can be charged as a principal.
We don't do that.
You don't do that.
No, we don't.
In your highlight videos, you show the brawls. You also show them on the big jumbotrons between periods. A Gordie Howe hat trick is considered to be a goal, an assist, and a fight.
We penalize fighting.
But you don't ban it. Every other professional sport does. If a player fights in football or baseball, he's gone. In your sport, he gets a standing ovation.
Mr. Shore, I'm sure you're a fine attorney, but you have no appreciation for what hockey is, its history,
I have
its
enormous
tradition.
appreciation for your sport, Mr. Burke. In fact, I have season tickets. Hockey is Bobby Orr. Hockey is Bobby Hull, Stan Mikita, Wayne Gretzky. Hockey is speed, finesse, skill, and power. None of which has anything to do with mayhem. Hockey is being debased with thuggery that your league not only condones, but encourages.
And you think if we just change the rule, it will stop?
Yes. In college hockey, it's banned, the players don't fight. In the Olympics, it's banned, they don't fight. It can absolutely be legislated out. You choose not to do so. And with all the vicious muggings happening on the ice today, you are daring a district attorney to prosecute the league. I have that district attorney, Mr. Burke. Mr. Sears will be suspended for 2 years. You need to have appreciation for your sport, Mr. Burke. We need your league to rise up and mirror the dignity of the game itself. Tell your players no more fighting. And if they still insist on violence, let them beat up their coaches like the basketball players.
How we doing?
Fine.
Have you made up your mind yet?
Made up my mind? I barely had time to think about it.
Never mind.
Is there some rush?
Well, this affects everybody, Eugene.
I realize that.
So if you're gonna walk out on us, we just like...
Walk out?
I didn't mean it like that.
I think you did.
You don't have to use that tone,
You're
all right?
the one speaking in a tone like you're being betrayed. Put it out there, Eleanor. We've known each other too long. Put it out there.
Okay. Bobby left. Lindsay, Rebecca. But you and I looked each other in the eye and we said we were gonna make it work. If you leave, how can it work, Eugene? How can it work?
Eleanor, look, part of what's going on with me is this need to redeem myself.
Redeem?
Yeah. In part for what the firm's become, from dealing with Alan Shore,
Hey,
our
that's
reputation.
crap. Don't make this about that. If you want to leave...
Do I get to talk?
Yes, but you asked me to be honest, so let's hear you put it out.
Well, you acting like I don't have the right to leave, like I owe you.
I never said...
I have the right. I gave everything to this firm. If I choose... I have the right.
Yes, you have the right. But you know, you are this firm, Eugene. You're our conscience, our soul. You are this firm.
The reason I wanted to have this conversation, well, some disturbing information has come to light.
You're acting creepy. You're both acting kind of creepy. But...
Gigi, my sources at the FBI tell me they were tipped off by an informant. Somebody with something to trade.
Who would turn against Manny? I mean, everybody loves Manny.
I'm also informed you were arrested a few weeks ago. And that arrest seemed to go away.
What are you talking about? That's a lie.
Here's a copy of the incident report. Gigi, I will find out. A couple of motions in court. They gotta tell me who the informant is. Now, I know you love Manny. The best thing that can happen here is I make out the argument that you were coerced, which I'm sure you had to be. I might be able to make it all go away, but you gotta tell me how you were coerced.
Jimmy?
Not now, Susie.
No, you gotta take this.
Excuse me, please. Look, when I'm in a serious meeting...
This is Lenny Pescatori.
We know each other. Old times, right, Jimmy?
How can I help you?
I don't know, Jimmy. See, I'm walking by and I see you signed attorney at law, so I come in and I see you like a neighborhood lawyer here, which, you know, I'm a neighborhood lawyer too. We could be buddies. Only problem, I'm the neighborhood lawyer. And this here is my neighborhood. Which I'm sure you didn't know. But now you do know.
What the hell was that?
This Lenny Pescatori, Jimmy, he is not a nice person.
I'll figure this out, Manny. There's stuff to work with here. I'll figure it all out.
Sally. Hello.
Don't you start. I don't need another. Don't
start.
I never start. I'm more of a closer. What's wrong? Tell me.
What's wrong? Let me tell you something. You probably wouldn't guess it to look at me, but I made law review. I even won the regional moot court competition.
You're right. To look at you, I never would have guessed.
Because people say don't judge a book by its cover, but that's exactly how I'm judged. Even by people here who know me, know my work.
Well, perhaps people...
I like to dress this way. I like to have fun on my personal time. Why can't people like you deal?
First of all, I can deal. I thought you were absolutely sensational up on that bar.
Really?
Second, lawyers as a breed hate their job, Sally. They do their very best to window dress the awfulness. Big houses, fancy cars, expensive clothes. Attorneys actually want to be judged by their covers. It makes them seem interesting. Third, I thought you were absolutely sensational up on that bar.
You said that already.
Fourth, to the extent that you don't want to become them, I salute you. Don't ever, ever become them. Lastly, and I'll stop here, I thought you were absolutely sensational up on that bar. Well, that was surprising.
Oh my God. I'm sorry. I don't know why I just did that. I'm so sorry.
Hey, new guy. In 2 years, DA agreed not to prosecute clients coming in at 11. Good result. I'll buy you a beer later and critique what I think you did wrong.
I don't accept criticism, Hannah, though I do enjoy harsh discipline.
May I speak with you? It's extremely important. Okay, I'm like really nervous, so I'm just gonna say this before I get all acid reflux and gurgle. I have no idea why I kissed you. I mean, I think you're cute, but I just don't go around tongue-throating cute guys. What you said suddenly made me want to kiss you. That doesn't explain why I did it, but...
Sally, it's okay.
Really?
Don't worry about it.
Thank you. When you say it's okay, how okay?
I beg your pardon?
Well, I do sort of think you're attractive. God, I promised myself I wouldn't go there.
Sally, I think you're a very attractive woman. But I'm involved.
Oh, okay. Okay. Anyone I know?
Myself, actually. And it's quite serious. I'm not in the right place for a relationship.
Okay. So I'm gonna leave now. Bye.
If I flip my dealer, Jimmy, I'm a dead man. Not that I care.
I'll see if we can do it confidential. It's our only shot, Manny. For them to let you go, you gotta give them somebody bigger.
Fine, whatever.
Hey, look at me. Your heart is broken right now. I understand this. But better you learn about her before you get married, right? Obviously, this wasn't the right person for you.
It ain't easy to get girls to love me, Jimmy. I'm fat, I got no money. Women don't go for me.
Jimmy.
Not now, Susie.
He's back. Lenny the fish.
1 second.
Jimmy, my friend.
I asked you to stay out of my office.
Relax. Only came by to say Ralph Spinacci will no longer be needing your services. He died.
Spinny? When?
In a few days.
You're not gonna intimidate me. You got that? I'm here, and I'm here to stay.
You got a lot of balls. You know that? I've been working this neighborhood for years while you were sipping Don Perignon up on the hill with the Metagons. Now you want to come back and take food off my plate.
Doesn't look like you've missed too many meals.
Yeah, I like your style. You got good gumption. I like a man with gumption. But I don't like it that much.
Get out of my office, you hear me? I grew up in this neighborhood. Get out now before I call the police.
Go ahead, call the cops. Ask for Frankie Lupo. Ask for Steve Frschetti. Mike Luciano, good cops. I'm sure they'll come running.
He asked you to get out.
Manny. You got new counsel, huh, Manny? Manny owes me money. FBI still bugging your ass, Manny?
Jimmy asked you to leave. What, you want a piece of me? Huh? Go ahead. See what happens. There's no cops around to break it up. Take a shot. See what happens.
All right.
Shut up, Jimmy. It's a different league now. I'm standing right here, Lenny.
Oh, yeah? For now, you're standing.
I said I'd buy you a beer. So here.
I believe you promised to discipline me as well.
Look, you're obviously a good lawyer, but I give you a few weeks here tops. You don't understand authority, you're arrogant. My suspicion is you're corrupt and probably unflinchingly selfish.
Foreplay like this can only lead to sex.
You're disgusting.
You're quivering. I've read that women who like to emasculate secretly desire to be ravished. Would you like me to rip your blouse off right now, Hannah? Put my mouth to your breast and perhaps lower myself. You want to slap my face, but part of you fears it could arouse me. And since you stand there, already titillated by me, it could set something terribly nasty in motion. I could be wrong, of course. Maybe we should see. Slap my face, Hannah. It's what you want. Slap it.
Another second? I'm sorry. After all we've been through, as much as I love this firm, it would be an honor to see a lawyer from here get appointed to the bench. I would be so proud of you. Proud for all of us. Is there a timetable?
Well, if I decide to go forward, there would be a confirmation hearing before the Governor's Council next week. You might even be called to give testimony.
Well, just let me know.
Okay.
Well?
It's happening, Jamie.
He's doing it.
He says he's undecided, but I know him. It's happening.
Don't mess with me.
Practice.
I'd love to submit your name to the Governor's Council.
To be a Superior Court judge. Well, you acting like I don't have the right to leave. Like I owe you.
I never said.
I have the right.
I've always wanted to hang my own shingle.
When would you do this?
It needs to be now. I talked to my friend at the Bureau. Your ass wasn't bugged.
What did you expect that they were...
I think it's possible she flipped you, Manny.
Gigi?
I know you love Manny, but you gotta tell me how you were coerced.
This is Lenny Pescatori.
How can I help you?
I'm a neighborhood lawyer, too. Only problem, I'm the neighborhood lawyer.
I thought you were absolutely sensational up on that bar. Well, that was surprising.
I kissed you. It was totally inappropriate.
I have this way of making women feel wonderful, but less than in the end.
Maybe you haven't met the right girl.
Perhaps.
I think you like me. Alan, hold up. Yo.
Did you just say yo?
Very upset. I thought we had a kind of, you know, thing going.
A thing.
Yes, a thing. We kissed. That's,
You kissed.
And you received, and we danced. You grabbed my ass. You saluted my quest to be myself. That at least adds up to a potential thing that needs to be dealt with.
Sally, when I told you I was attracted to professional women, I truly meant professional women.
I'm not accepting that.
You're not accepting it.
You like me. I can always tell when a man has feelings for me. I don't care how much you try to kid yourself. You're not fooling me.
Tara, Denny Crane.
I'm ahead of you there.
Wonderful news. Had breakfast this morning.
You must be beside yourself.
Oh, no, that's not the news. Had breakfast this morning with General Counsel of perhaps one of the leading car manufacturers of this country. Know who that is?
America?
We're taking over their SUV cases, which is beyond huge. I want Hannah, Alan, you, of course, in my office at 1400 hours.
Aye, aye.
Denny Crane.
Order up. I'm not gonna tell you your business, Jimmy, because I know that's not my place. But you gotta stand up to this guy.
I did.
No, you didn't. Manny did. You didn't do anything.
And what should I have done, Susie?
Again, not my place. But this is the street. It's not some fancy Beacon Hill office. I asked around. That fat slob has bullied every lawyer that's tried to come in here, and he intimidates clients, too. I talked to my mother. She says he's a coward.
Excuse me, Jimmy? Excuse me. Look, I've been playing this interrogation thing over and over in my head, Jimmy, and, well, I think maybe the police did coerce me. I mean, what I said wasn't totally voluntary.
Okay. How so?
Well, they attached these tiny little electrode thingies to my privates, and then they would zap me if they didn't like my answers. It made me react all involuntary. What?
Manny told you to say this.
He said they torture, that they're doing this kind of thing in the Guatemala Bay area.
Guantanamo Bay. Gigi, I am not going to lie. If the day comes I decide to lie, it won't be with one of Manny's ridiculous concoctions.
I love him, Jimmy, and well, he won't take me back. And if you can get this thing to go away, well, then maybe I can get him to forgive me.
I just think you should have counsel.
The commission wants to hear from me, not my attorney. Plus, you can advise me if I need help.
No, I cannot. I'm on the nominating committee. It would be total...
Advise me now, then.
All right. It could get very political. The main thing for you is to impress them with the idea that you will uphold the law. As a defense attorney, you could be viewed as being potentially soft on crime. You do not want to be viewed that way.
I could come with you.
I think that would be very wise. Also, the death penalty.
What about it?
If it comes up, and it may, you'll have to finesse this. Romney is looking to impose it.
And what, I'm required to agree with that?
No. You simply say that you're bound to uphold the law, that as a judge you will uphold the law and get out. This is critical, Eugene. Is finesse in your arsenal?
First thing we need to do is develop a strategy. These vehicles still roll. It's a growth industry, and I want to capture it. We need a strategy. Hannah, I'd like you to come up with an overall, what's the word?
Strategy?
Exactly. Alan, turns out our first case comes up for trial in June. Your former colleague is handling it. That big-boned woman from your old firm, the one that scares me.
Eleanor Frott.
Our client will no doubt be evaluating us in this first case. I'd like you to take it, since...
I'm afraid I can't.
Why not?
Eleanor's a friend. I'm not trying cases against her.
Son, success is never so sweet as when we can crush a friend in the process.
Just the same.
Hannah, you don't have friends, do you?
None.
Excellent. Tara, see that Hannah gets what she needs. I believe that covers it. Anything else? Oh, yes. Denny Crane. Dismissed.
Manny. I can't go flipping Charlie Andretti, Jimmy. I mean, we need to come up with a solution that allows me to go on living.
I will not be saying the feds attached electrodes to your girlfriend's genitalia. Now stop being an idiot. I'm sorry. I didn't mean that.
You know I got labeling issues.
I'm sorry. She wants you back, you know. Gigi. Manny, sometimes the toughest thing in the world to do is forgive. And sometimes the more you love somebody, the harder it is.
What are you, Dear Abby now?
Spinny, what happened to your head?
10 guesses.
The fish.
Not personally, but his name did come up between kicks. I gotta fire you, Jimmy.
Spinny, I will talk to him.
He's got me by the cojones. I'm into this guy for 2,500 plus juice.
He's juicing you?
Nah, point and a half.
Does he do this with everybody?
Hey, if I borrow from a loan check, I'd be paying 5 points a week. That's, of course, if I was to pay him.
Susie, cancel this afternoon's appointments.
What appointments? People just walk in here.
Do you see yourself bringing any particular judicial philosophy to the bench?
I would like to see the courts, and specifically judges, show respect for the law.
You think that's currently a problem?
A big one. We've got overcrowded dockets, and more judges are becoming slaves to expediency. More and more, the Constitution is being molded and manipulated to fit a judge's political or moral point of view. It has to stop.
I can see your firm has handled several capital cases out of state, each time taking a position against the death penalty.
We're a defense firm. Our clients tend to disfavor being executed.
Fair enough. But as a judge, would you impose the death penalty should it ever become law in this state?
No.
Why not?
One, I consider human life to be intrinsically sacred, and I do not believe the state should engage in the systemized taking of human life. Two, our judicial system is flawed. We wrongly convict over 10,000 people a year, some of whom are sentenced to die. Now, you can always release an exonerated man from prison, but bringing him back from death has proven to be trickier. DNA has already cleared 100 men, many on death row. Clearly, something isn't working.
And what would you say, Mr. Young, to the mother whose 5-year-old daughter has been raped and murdered?
I would say, if it were my daughter, I'd like to kill whoever did it myself. And if I ever came face to face with a guy, I couldn't guarantee any of you that I wouldn't kill him. But if I did, it would be wrong. And for the state to kill reflectively, absent emotion, on ceremony, it is not right. And if I might add, one of the biggest problems we have today, our children are being raised in a culture that not only condones revenge, but perhaps even celebrates it as a societal good. It's wrong.
I don't understand, Eugene. Do you not want to be confirmed?
I want to be confirmed for who I am, not who they want me to be.
Come on, you can't possibly be so pig-headed that
What did you say?
Eugene, can we please have an honest conversation here? Do you want this judgeship or not?
I want it desperately.
Then why behave I truly don't get it.
My brother went to jail for a crime he didn't do. You know this. He died in prison.
And?
Well, and since that day, I made a vow. The best way to fix the justice system is up there on the bench. And I think the reason I want it so bad, Eleanor, is because it's the same thing that makes me so angry. When I think of what happened to my brother and...
Then get there, Eugene. Get there for your brother.
Hello. I'm looking for Eleanor Frutt.
I'm Eleanor Frutt.
Hi. I'm Hannah Rose. We just took over the Lansing Motors case. We now represent the defendant.
Oh.
I'm from Crane Pool and Schmidt, where Alan Shore works. And well, I know things ended badly between Alan and this firm, and I thought to avoid getting off on an acrimonious foot, I'd just come by and introduce myself.
Actually, Alan and I remain friends.
Oh, well, that's a relief to know. I am not a huge fan of contention.
And you chose a career in litigation.
I look at it more as dispute resolution. Anyway, toward that end, I was reviewing your motion to compel production of documents. I believe prior counsel was a little withholding, as you suspected, and I intend to have all documents delivered by the close of business.
Thank you.
Anyway, it was nice to meet you.
She seemed nice.
Is he in there?
He's with a client.
Tell him Jimmy Berluti is out here and he's very angry.
I know who you are.
Go on. I'll call you if I hear anything.
Thanks, Len.
You got an appointment?
I just saw Spinny.
Good for you. Who's next?
Mr. Terranova?
He's got 7 stitches above his eye.
Some people shouldn't drink and walk. Come on in, Mr. Terranova.
What kind of a lawyer are you? You're supposed to be helping people, not...
Look, I'd like to hear you pontificate, but as you can see, I've got clients to take care of.
Do they know that you charge interest on what they can't pay up front? Here, whatever he's charging you, I'll do it for half.
Rocco!
No juice.
Okay, everybody out. Come back in an hour.
Why?
Vermin infestation. Come on, let's go. Andiamo.
What about my appointment?
We plead no contest. You pay the fine on me, it all goes away.
What are you doing?
Eileen, wait in the office.
Lenny?
Now! And close the door.
Raise a finger, and I'll have you before the BBO before you can light your next cigar.
We'll see how much speech you got when your jaw's wide.
Wait, just wait a second. I want to be perfectly clear as to what's about to happen here.
You haven't been away from the neighborhood that long, Jimmy. You know what's about to happen. Get him. You're a dead man, Jimmy. You're dead. You don't know who you mess with.
Now, where I'm troubled is in your own firm, if I'm to believe statements made by you under oath. You had an attorney who engaged in egregiously unethical, if not criminal, conduct.
I assume you're referring to Alan Shore?
Concealing evidence, Blackmail, extortion, assuming false identities, suborning perjury.
We certainly did not authorize Mr. Shore to commit these infractions.
But you let it go on.
No. We fired him.
After several months of this behavior, after profiting from this conduct, profit in the amount of $9 million. Now, that's dirty money, Mr. Young.
We attempted to sanction Mr. Shore's behavior many times and...
But you let it go on, and only after you got rich from this unethical behavior, only then did you attempt to shut it down.
That is totally false. And maybe this would be a good time to point out that if I were to become a judge, my style would be to hear evidence before I started making conclusions, especially the unfounded kind.
You seem to have a temper.
It's over, Eleanor.
Not necessarily. Especially with that positive attitude.
The idea that they would want me for a judge, with everything that's going on at our firm.
Your personal reputation has...
Don't handle me, please.
If this is about your brother and vindicating an injustice done to him, then rise up with your best in that room. You haven't done that yet.
Whatever I say is self-serving. Let's forget it. What in God's name?
Document production on the SUV case. And this isn't all. Storage is full, too.
What was I supposed to do? There was 2 of them, 1 of me. Plus, they were bigger.
It's just pepper spray. I mean, it's kind of feminine, Jimmy.
Hey, I got news for you. I gotta be alive to keep your fat ass out of prison. You think about that? What now?
Well, I know it's fat. You don't gotta say it. You don't gotta label it.
For God's sakes, I can't eat. Oh, no. My car!
Shame. But you could use a good lawyer. Oh, right. You are a lawyer.
Did you do this?
It don't matter. Just walking with my marshmallows, seeing the fire, thought there was a roast going on. But you know, if I was gonna do something, it would be because somebody has something coming. What goes around comes around. That's like an old Latin saying, isn't it? I bet you know Latin. Res ipsa. That's lawyer lingo.
Oh! Vinny, Vitty, Vicky. That's serious Latin.
Manny.
It was an accident.
Eleanor. Hey.
Do you know where I can find Hannah Rose?
Yeah, her office is just there. How you doing, Tara? You look just smashing in your uniform, Tara.
You sent me about 400,000 pages of documents.
Oh. I thought it better to give you too much than too little.
Did you know? The trial starts in June. It would take me 6 months with a staff of 20 to go through all those boxes.
I believe the request went to any and all documents pertaining to design, as well as documents discovered in previous lawsuits. My client has been sued tens of thousands of times, Eleanor. We've produced millions of documents.
I know all about your client's tactics. Tactics judges in prior trials have labeled reprehensible, disgusting.
Yes, and I'm trying to turn over a new leaf. That's why I'm giving you everything.
You're hiding evidence in a mountain of papers, knowing full well it would be next to impossible for me to find what I need.
I'm shocked you could make such an accusation.
This is a blatant abuse of the discovery process, and I'm going to the judge.
I certainly hope you don't do that, Eleanor. But if you do, I might be forced to share a concern of mine.
Which is?
Your firm is understaffed and ill-equipped to handle major product liability litigation. The fact that our document production has so crippled you is a testament to your limitations. I think you should refer your client to a larger firm, and my conscience might compel me to share my concern with the judge. I suppose if we were to settle this now, we could avoid all this unpleasantness. We'll offer you $210,000 today. No admission of liability.
$210,000. 3 people died.
I bet you could use that money, Eleanor. Money you might not see if the client is properly advised to retain other counsel.
This is disgusting.
That's harsh.
My firm is quite capable of prosecuting this case.
Excellent. You will be sure to pass on my concern to your client just the same.
Right on the head?
He regained consciousness. He'll be fine.
Jimmy, things are getting out of control here. You gotta do something. Not that it's my place to tell you that.
Susie.
First, whatever our differences, for somebody from my neighborhood, your neighborhood, to use pepper spray, I would sooner you whack me, Jimmy, than to shame our people that way. Second, you knocked unconscious a man very dear to me, best man at my wedding.
He set my car on fire.
You're talking about property. Rocco is a human being. Now, I gotta bash your head.
Lenny, you and I grew up on the same block. I've seen you on the baseball field. You swing a bat like my mother.
Oh, is that what you think?
I think you two need to have a sit down with Raymond.
Raymond Fischetti?
His neighborhood. He settles the beefs.
I think that's a good idea. Wonder what Raymond's gonna think of you juicing clients.
Jimmy, I come in here seeking peace.
Yeah. I see the olive branch in your hand.
Let's you and I have a sit down. Private. See if we can work it out.
Tomorrow. Here. 2 o'clock.
You handled that very well.
The background checks more than once refer to a strategy of yours known as Plan B. What is Plan B, Mr. Young?
It's an offensive strategy where we try to implicate another suspect in a crime.
A suspect you have a good faith belief committed the crime?
No.
So it's a strategy designed purposely to mislead the jury, to steer them away from the truth?
It's an adversarial process, Mr. Richmond. The state must prove guilt beyond all reasonable doubt. The defense attorney tries to create reasonable doubt, doing so zealously within the bounds of the law. Plan B is within the bounds.
Barely.
Anything more than barely would be less than zealous.
You've tried to convince juries that somebody else did it, somebody you know to be innocent.
It may strike you as morally unethical, and I might agree. But legal ethics require
That's a distinction without a difference.
No, it's a distinction with a big difference. And if you don't get that...
To knowingly accuse innocent people, even prosecutors don't do that. You have to understand how this commission could have questions about your character.
Excuse me, may I be heard? My name is Bobby Donnell, and I used to work with this man.
Well, thank you, sir, but we're not taking testimony today.
Testimony? You make it sound like a trial. Is somebody on trial here? Actually, I just thought we could all use a good laugh. Talking about Eugene Young's character, it's actually a little funny.
You find it funny?
We got a president lying to us about weapons so he could start a war. The president before that lied under oath about sex he was having in the Oval Office. We have a Supreme Court justice going duck hunting with the vice president while presiding over a case involving the vice president. Our biggest pop star is an alleged pedophile. Some of our athletes are up on murder and rape charges, while the author of the Book of Virtues gambles millions of dollars in Vegas. And you're making character an issue?
I hate to shock you, Mr. Donald, but it still counts.
Well, if so, you sure as hell picked the wrong man to make an example of. This is a man who could go to a big firm and command a salary upwards of $1 million. He works for a fraction of that. Why? Because he sees the erosion of civil rights and he fights to stop it. He sees high courts forsaking the Constitution, and he rails against it. He sees an attorney general rounding up suspects like poker chips.
We do not need a speech about...
You need the speech. The reason the justice system is so unfair in this country is because the benches are stacked with former prosecutors. We need to see your character here. How about you confirm a man who cares more about civil liberties than throwing bodies in prison? Eugene Young hasn't forgotten why he went to law school. Eugene Young clings to the ideology that a defendant, every defendant, is entitled to a fair trial. Now, you want to cast him off because you don't like his politics or his views on the death penalty? Fine. But don't you dare cite as a pretext his character.
Sally Heap, how's it hanging?
What's what hanging?
It's just an expression. Sally Heap.
Sally.
Make up your mind about tonight?
Sally, you look like a hooker. Now, if you were a hooker, we might have a future, but you're intelligent. You have self-respect. You're even sweet. Those are deal breakers.
Yeah, okay, fine. But while you continue to mull it over, just keep in mind that 25-year-olds don't just snap back physically. Emotionally, we recover fast too, which means by this time tomorrow, I'll have moved on. You got a window, Al. Just because girls in your age bracket wait around, don't be thinking I will.
First, you gotta apologize.
I gotta apologize.
Yes. Manny Quinn was acting under the scope of you and him being friends when he whacked Rocco unconscious with the shovel.
You torched my car.
You pepper sprayed me.
After you mugged Spinny.
Which is what I'm gonna do to you.
Hey! We got clients out here. You guys either work it out or take it outside.
Or to Raymond. You can't be juicing your clients. That's how you'll get whacked for real. Raymond finds out you're loan sharking? That's their business, Lenny. You should know better.
I'm under a lot of pressure. My wife wants a house in Florida. Business has been tight. To be losing some of it to you? Can't you go someplace else?
This has always been my dream. To come back here. This isn't an arbitrary thing for me, Lenny. This is where I grew up.
Maybe we should form kind of a partnership.
Me and you?
Yeah, I got connections. I could help you. You could help me. Get me some more of the high-end stuff instead of competing with each other.
Lenny, I'm an honest lawyer.
Totally? Can't you just be honest most of the time?
Me and you, as partners. Come on.
I represent Charlie Andretti, Manny's supplier. I could sort of slip the feds some information they could use to put him away in exchange for dropping the case against Manny.
You turn in your own client?
I only do it when I can be sure it don't get found out.
Look, I'm certainly not gonna go into a business with a corrupt attorney.
Suppose I change. My wife wants me to improve myself. I was hoping maybe you could be a good influence. I can get Manny off. Come on, Jimmy. I got street creds, you got integrity. How about, you know, a trial basis?
You want to go to court, Milton, fine, but don't be waving that flag like it's some big threat. I'm in court every day. You're not. I like court. You don't. I'm comfortable in court. You are not. So I want you to hang up the phone, call me again, and be honest. Tell me you want to settle, because you don't want to go to court. Goodbye, Milt. Hope to hear from you.
You look like you having fun.
Hey.
Hey, how did you even know about
Eleanor called me. I figured save your ass like old times.
Now, I remember a lot of ass saving, but I think you might have things mixed up a bit.
Anywhere?
Not yet. You know, I don't have my hopes up.
That isn't true, Eugene. Your hopes have been up on this for many years.
Yeah. Look, I've been meaning to call you about, when you gave me the firm, I know you expected. Being a judge is something I've always wanted.
Eugene, I know that.
I feel like if I ever get this, I'll be walking out on something you left in my charge.
Now it's you mixing things up. I walked. Remember?
I just wish I'd done a better job running the
Don't even go there. You led that firm the same way you've always served it. With honor.
Hey, 1 second. Eugene Young. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. I got it.
Go what?
The judge thing, the council confirmed me. I got it.
Eugene,
look, it's no big deal. It's... I got it.
Denny Crane.
Good for you.
That woman scares me. It's titillating.
For the record, your offer is rejected.
I'm disappointed.
I'll bet. Rather than steer my client toward accepting an unsatisfying offer, I steered her toward the firm Fine and Ambrone, which specializes in design defect product liability. I've also filed with the judge and the bar a complaint concerning your client's dishonest stonewalling tactics. And on a personal level, it's one thing for a corporation to engage in systemic discovery abuse, but for an attorney, these are real people. This is real suffering injured by your client's vehicles, and for you, never mind. I've already filed my notice of withdrawal. And as I said, the offer, it's rejected.
Eleanor. I know you've defended criminals, people you have no sympathy for. In civil cases, defendants are entitled to representation as well.
It's not the same, and you know it.
Yeah, I suppose I do. Which is why I'm feeling particularly bad about myself. I think I need to go shopping. And not just for something little. I am so ashamed. I'm gonna buy a car. Something really, really redemptive. Would you like to come with me? Because I'd like that. Watching you watch me buy a $100,000 car.
Can you excuse me a second? Oh, gee. Now I need to shop.
Oh, what happened to your date?
There isn't going to be a date. I'd appreciate you not counseling me towards statutory crimes.
Alan, do you want to end up an old...
Why are you so invested in this? Tell me that.
Well, I suppose that when I see you alone, I worry about the company you're keeping.
Let me tell you something. The most lonely I've ever been has been in a relationship. I'm happiest alone. Conversation's better. Certainly the sex is, albeit heavy-handed.
Oh, that's a funny bit. An entertaining one, too, but as bits go, it's a bit.
Tara, I've indulged your pop psychoanalysis with good humor for some time now. But to set the record straight, you do not know me, not even, as bits go, a bit.
I know that you're afraid to let yourself feel for people.
I'm quite capable
I know
of
that
letting
you're afraid
myself
to look at
feel.
yourself through other people's
Especially
eyes because you
disenchantment.
don't
That one
like
comes
their
up
view.
easily.
And there you go, turning it into a word game.
It's you playing games, telling me I can't feel. That's quite an
Then
indictment.
prove me
of a
wrong with
person.
evidence the last
Not only
time
my
you felt for a
privacy
woman
being
in any
misrepresented, but
relationship.
I feel for you. That doesn't mean I'd ever I have feelings for you. Now I'd appreciate it. Contrary to the rumors, I do practice law here. I have a lot of work to do. Would you excuse me, Tara?
Alan.
Would you excuse me, Tara? I've generated fees in excess of $6 million. You've handed me a check for $15,000.
I've always wanted to hang my own shingle.
I got street creds. You got integrity. Maybe we should form kind of a partnership.
Me and you, as partners.
I'd love to submit your name to the Governor's Council.
To be a Superior Court judge.
Anywhere?
The council confirmed me. I got it.
Eugene, that's...
Oh my God.
Do you think we pay you $160,000 to come down here to the storage room and smoke pot, Sally?
I thought you were absolutely sensational up on that bar. Well, that was surprising.
I think you like me.
You like her, and you don't like yourself. With her, you get to remake yourself. At least somewhat.
You got a window, Al. Just because girls in your age bracket wait around, don't be thinking I will.
I know that you're afraid to let yourself feel for people.
That's quite an
Well, then
indictment
prove me
of a
wrong with
person.
evidence the
Not
last
only
time
my
you felt for a
privacy
woman
being
in any
misrepresented,
relationship.
I feel for you.
I am so ashamed. I'm gonna buy a car. Would you like to come with me? Because I'd like watching you watch me buy a $100,000 car.
Oh, gee. Now I need to shop.
You certainly don't expect me to try a case like this.
Judge Noonan goes to Nantucket next week for the summer.
My neck hurts. Go away.
Denny, problem. Hannah's neck hurts and she's refusing her trial assignment.
Tell her to go.
Denny.
Walter.
Have you got a second? It's rather urgent.
Well, go into my office. Tell Hannah where to go.
You know that my company has been very progressive when it comes to hiring people with disabilities. I've received many, many awards. I don't even like the word disability. I prefer special ability. You know, like Special Olympics. I'm getting off track. What I'm saying, I have many wheelchair-bound employees who I also consider to be extremely special people.
Oh, Walter. Don't tell me you make them race.
No, damn it. No.
Well, all this talk about Olympics is...
Will you please be quiet and let me finish? As you know, I think people in wheelchairs are not only intelligent, I'm a beacon when it comes to believing that they're also attractive. Physically attractive. Sexually attractive. I like to touch them. Denny, I've been arrested for kissing some of my wheelchair women and 2 others on crutches. I was assured it would go away, but it hasn't. The trial is set to go today. I want you to take over.
You come to me the day of trial?
I thought it would go away. And I was too embarrassed to tell you. I need your help. Denny, I have a reputation.
Well, if you didn't, you certainly have one now.
Please.
You kiss him.
I can't help it.
Walter, I can't represent a pervert. Danny Crane does not have sicko friends.
You're practically my best friend. Denny.
You're an evildoer.
This is the problem with having feelings. People expect you to talk about them.
No, it's awful.
Alan, I'm told you like sicko perverse sexual deviants.
Denny, it's not that I like them so much as I am one.
A very dear friend of mine is sexually attracted to invalids. He needs our help, son.
And you can't help him because...
He disgusts me.
Ah.
He's been arrested for assault, and his trial, unfortunately, starts today. So
Today?
Yeah. I'll open, first chair. I need you to back me up.
Alan? Hello?
Tara, what a nice surprise.
Sally, what's with the outfit?
Thought I'd go grown up, see if I like it. I don't.
Listen, I feel funny asking you this, but The ibuprofen isn't getting the job done for me. Would you have any pot I could...
Ha ha.
I'm being serious. You certainly know I'm incapable of humor.
You want to smoke pot?
I am in pain. For God's sakes, think of the leverage you'd have on me.
My friend, Gilly Kacheri, he's a doctor, a psychiatrist. I had him examine her.
Who?
That Angelina. He says she has post-traumatic botched wedding disorder. Point is, he'll say whatever we want him to, and for the truth, he'll give a discount.
Jimmy.
Jamie. Hey.
So this is it, huh?
Yeah. Jamie Stringer, Susie Paponi.
It's a pleasure. Uh-huh.
So, what brings you?
Well, as you know, I've been putting my resume out there. And believe it or not, the way you describe this place... I don't know what your situation is, but,
Jamie, I couldn't pay you.
I know that. Makes it more exciting. Feel like a pioneer, I guess.
Can I talk to you a second?
And you can help me.
She can never work here.
Why not?
Look at her. She is not a real person.
Susie, if we got a graduate from Harvard Law School for free, can you imagine? And she's an excellent lawyer.
We got a meeting with the bridal shop owner at 3. I think I can make this go away.
Lenny, this is Jamie Stringer. She works at my old firm. She's interested in coming here.
Why?
Well, she likes the kind of work we do.
You banging her?
Lenny.
How come you hire her, but you won't hire me?
She's a lawyer.
I got legal schooling, Jimmy.
That doesn't mean...
I could be an asset.
He banging you?
Hey.
I don't bang.
We don't talk like that here. You understand?
You got too many rules.
I'm just concerned this will damage my legacy.
Not to worry. Many CEOs love to fondle their wheelchair employees.
Denny?
Suck it up, Walter.
All rise. This court is in session. The Honorable Eugene Young presiding.
Eugene! My buddy.
Chambers. How did you get me assigned to this? I want to know.
I didn't, I swear.
So it's just a coincidence. My first case, my very first case, I get you? 5,000 lawyers in this town, and I get you.
You say coincidence, I say act of God. Come on, give me a hug, you big bear, you.
Everybody out but him.
Ex parte, a terrific start.
I will jail you for contempt. That will be my very first official act.
He's making for a fabulous judge so far, don't you think?
I'm sorry, is there some relationship here?
This man used to work for me. I fired him.
I'll happily waive the conflict if that's where you're headed.
Miss Alexander, I apologize, but I must recuse myself.
I am totally fine with you presiding.
He has little trouble being fair when I'm around.
Denny Crane.
You will get another judge. That's all. That's all.
It's not just that he sexually assaulted these women. It's that he chose disabled women. Women who could not defend themselves. That is beyond depraved. To re-victimize victims is one of the grossest affronts to humanity. And I am confident that once we're through presenting our case, you will deal with this man according to your sense of justice. Certainly not his.
This would be where you'd get up. Introduce me.
I beg your pardon?
I'd like to be introduced in the beginning.
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Denny Crane.
The district attorney has made my client seem like a horrible, disgusting, vile person. When I get done, when I've had my say, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, when you have finished listening to what I have to say to you right now, this very minute, he will seem far less disgusting, far less horrible, and won't seem vile at all. Denny Crane.
You're quitting?
Not quitting. It's just. With Eugene becoming a judge, it's made me think about what I want to do with my life.
Which is?
Time with my daughter. So I'm thinking about taking a hiatus from practicing law.
That's great.
I think so. But with Jimmy and Eugene gone, if I leave the firm, your firm, then it's over.
It's not my firm.
Bobby.
What's Jamie gonna do?
She's volunteering at Jimmy's. She may even end up working there. So you're okay if I take some time off?
Eleanor, why are you asking me to approve of what you do with your life?
Come on, Bobby. You founded that place. You took a chance with me. I
moved on. And if you want time to be with Zoe, I'm all for it. I promise you.
I don't believe you. I'm sorry, but I don't. If this firm ends...
Everything has to end sometime, Eleanor. I'm fine with it.
She got fatter.
I did not get fatter.
You did, Angelina.
I did not.
Hold on here. We're not going to get into issues of girth here. It ain't about that.
If anything, I got thinner.
Angelina, I need you to shut your face now. We had a contract. You agreed to provide services whereby you would make this bride-to-be a dress. You didn't make that dress, Eddie. That's a breach.
There was a seamstress strike. What, am I talking to myself here?
That does not absolve you of your legal duty to perform under the contract.
Well, maybe I should get my own lawyer then.
Well, you could do that, but that's going to cost you more money. The contract says what it says, Eddie. A lawyer's going to charge you 10 grand to tell you what I'm already telling you. 10 grand that could and should be going to Angelina. 40 grand and you're out of this. What's not to think about?
Well, I need to think about it.
24 hours, no more.
Sometimes it was subtle. He'd squeeze my shoulder, my arms. Other times it was more blatant.
Out in the open, in front of people?
Well, he would lean over from behind to show me a document or something. I don't think that it was obvious to other people.
And how did it make you feel?
Violated. Angry.
Did you complain about it?
Yes. And then a week or so later, he just kissed me. Put his tongue in my mouth, and that's when I went to the police.
Thank you, Miss Hobbs.
In spite of himself, he's actually quite good. I mean, sometimes I am mystified, but by the end, he knows what he's doing.
Suggesting that the women wanted to be groped because they were in wheelchairs.
He mined a very universal and human truth. We all want to be desired. I'm not saying he won the day, but the man seems to know what he's doing.
Well, speaking of the day, it's over. Would you like to get some dinner?
No. Thank you. No. I've got more to do here.
All right, then. I'll see you tomorrow.
Tara. I know, the normal course of behavior, when a person declares feelings, a conversation would typically ensue, shedding.
I get it, Alan. May I just offer one thing?
Okay.
I agree that you and I wouldn't be a good idea, and that we could never work. The reason why I brought up dinner, just the same, I have urges. Alan. I guess what I'm trying to say, Alan, is I'm hungry. I need food.
Did you give Hannah Rose illegal marijuana?
She promised she wouldn't glamorize it.
I gotta tell you, Sally, for someone who claims to want to succeed here, you seem to be doing everything you can to sabotage your career.
Look, she asked me for the stuff.
That's an unacceptable response, especially from an attorney. For the next week, you will not practice. You will file. Change into some old clothes. You go into storage. Be grateful it isn't jail.
What am I looking at?
Dottie Hatt's x-rays. They're beautiful. Look at the L5. It's bulging.
Dottie hasn't even been x-rayed yet.
She goes this afternoon. It's taken care of.
Well, how do we get film before they've ever taken pictures?
What is this, 20 questions?
You want to, like, go to a movie or something?
Aren't you married?
Yeah, we won't tell.
Lenny, Eddie Brimsex here.
Eddie, right this way. I hope you got cash.
I ain't paying nothing, Lenny.
What's that? My hearing just failed me.
I did call a lawyer of my own, and he said that as long as I refunded the money...
That don't cover the pain and suffering.
I'll take care
But
of
it's
this.
a
That
seamstress
woman had to
strike,
get
so it shouldn't
married
have
wearing
anything
a
to-
sack.
Shut
You know
up.
what? There's no dress known to man that's gonna make that bus look good. She's a cow.
All right, let's go into the conference room.
No, I think I'm going to take this meeting alone.
You can cover a sow with satin. You don't get no silk purse.
It's time to settle.
Jimmy, it's really not ethical for him to not be represented.
Well, he's representing himself. He can do that.
Dottie has x-rays without ever having been to a doctor or a hospital.
I'll look into it.
Do we break laws?
You want to do this?
Hey!
Let them work it out.
Let me go, man.
These guys know each other, Jimmy. They're gonna kiss and make up. I
Take your
promise.
hands off me now.
Look,
get
we're
up.
already over it.
Nobody here saw nothing. I don't gotta say that.
Manny, you don't work here.
We had some movement. Eddie's going to come back with a bigger number. So, you think about that movie?
You remember Bobby? Say hi.
Hi, sweetheart. Ah, you're so beautiful.
Hey, can you draw a picture for Mom? Right over there.
Does this mean you've already left?
Well, I'm packing. Listen, tomorrow, Eugene, Jimmy, Jamie, and I were having a little goodbye celebration at the end of the day. Can you stop by?
Oh, tomorrow I'm kind of jammed.
Well, we can work around you. Eugene is in trial, but
Pretty much booked all day.
how about tomorrow night?
Actually, I have plans. You guys do it without me. I already said goodbye.
Actually, you didn't. You never really did say goodbye. In fact, you made a big point about how it wasn't goodbye.
Eleanor, I'm not really into that kind of stuff.
What kind of stuff?
Look, I've moved on, okay? I don't really feel like going backwards.
It's reflecting on a franchise that we gave our lives to.
It isn't our lives. It's an office place.
Fine.
All right, tell me what time, and I'll try to swing by to toast you and Eugene and Jimmy and Jamie. To me, it's about people, not a space. I don't need to say goodbye to a space.
Actually, he's more aroused by the wheelchair than he is by the women.
By the wheelchair? Well, that makes him even sicker, doesn't it?
Essentially, it's a fetish, and it's not all that uncommon.
Being aroused by a wheelchair?
Mr. Shepley was raised by a working mom, typically absent during critical stages of his development. Now, he himself was injured as a child, and his mother became more present for him than tending to him. Long story short, without all of the psychological detail, Mr. Shepley likes to imagine himself in a helpless state.
So it's possible that he couldn't help himself. Is that what you're saying, Doctor? That he goes on some sort of sicko automatic perp pilot?
Objection.
Sustained. I can't speak to whether his actions were voluntary or not. It seems that they were. But when he sees a woman physically disabled, he becomes sexually excited.
Am I ready to plead?
The jury has a legal right to free him if they want to, and that's where I come in. When I get up to speak, they're going to want to let him go.
You think?
It's our nature, Susan. We're Americans. It's our God-given duty to free people, even if they don't particularly want to be freed. We're liberators at our core, Susan.
I'll ask you not to stand so close to me.
All I need is one juror who thinks of Walter Shepley as a victim. Do you really want to bet I can't get one?
Excuse me. Sally.
I'm on KP duty. Punishment for giving Hannah Rose some pot.
You gave Hannah Rose pot without offering me any?
I'm banished to the storage room. There were some old files in here. I can come back if you want.
No, it's fine.
What are you looking at?
Youth.
What?
Sally, why would you give Hannah Rose pot?
Maybe I'm a little self-destructive. You'll be happy to know I've officially hired a therapist. We've already discussed you.
And?
He said I might be drawn to old guys because it makes me feel safe.
Did you say old guys?
Sorry. Sexy old guys.
I don't know if I've ever been accused of that before in my life.
Being sexy?
Safe. I've never made anybody feel safe.
Remember when I kissed you?
Yes.
And I said something like, I can't believe I just did that. It just sort of happened. It was a little more reflective than that. I lied.
As did I. Remember my response? I said that was a surprise. Well, I saw it coming.
You didn't pull away.
No, I didn't.
Do you regret that? Not pulling away? Did you say to yourself after, next time, I'll pull away?
No, I didn't say that. Please don't ask to discuss my feelings.
You kiss nice for an old guy.
Fraud cases. He's got doctors on the take.
We don't need to know none of that. We want to help people that need help. We need cash flow. That man over there's a cash cow. Look at the size of him.
Mr. Crane told me you to quit his client because you're Americans, and it's your God-given duty to free people. It's our nature. And it got me thinking, what is our nature as Americans? And I realized this man degraded people in wheelchairs. It isn't his fault. It's yours, and yours, and mine. Because we as Americans tolerate it. My husband is a staunch Republican. He championed the war and put out the flag. We need to protect freedom, he says. And then when no weapons of mass destruction were found, he said, how could they make such a horrible mistake? We in success, they in failure. It needs to always be we. You look at those pictures in the papers of those Iraqi prisoners, degraded, some sodomized, some killed. We did that. Americans did that. As long as we lay claim to being a nation governed by the people, for the people, the American people did that. You did. You did. I did.
Your Honor, this is disguised bush bashing. I ask that counsel be disbarred, effective immediately.
Could you bring it back to the case, counsel?
We all need to be held accountable for a society that allows Mr. Shepley's behavior to be excusable. This is not about political correctness. I don't care what your politics are. Go in that room and vote your conscience. Cast a vote that says our society is a moral one. Clearly, we cannot claim the higher road abroad these days. Let's at least be able to cling to it at home.
Did she attack America?
I believe she did, yes.
Son, this has to be rebutted cogently, thoughtfully, intelligently.
I agree.
Son, I am not equipped.
In her opening statement, Miss Alexander suggested that my client should be held accountable. Now it seems she's saying you should be accountable. Please, we as Americans are not accountable people. We are a nation of finger pointers, be it the 9/11 Commission, to the weapons of mass destruction, to anything at all having to do with the Red Sox. When was the last time you heard anybody say, I screwed up? When was the last time you heard anybody say, we screwed up? This is America, for God's sake. We're always right. And if ever we're not, we get a note from our doctor. Well, my client comes to you with a note from his doctor. He has a medical condition. It's a mental disorder. If, as Miss Alexander suggests, we as a society should take responsibility here, in this case, in this courtroom, then let's get this man some treatment. Let's not put him in jail. I could be wrong, but retribution doesn't always seem to work.
Yeah.
I thought you'd be interested to know, despite my stirring closing, we decided to settle the case.
You're wrong. I'm not interested. Get out.
Eugene.
A judge has asked you to leave his chambers. Whatever our history, if you ever again...
What did I do?
What did you do? You called me Eugene.
You mean that's not your name? I was under the impression...
Shut up! Just shut up! I walk in that courtroom, my courtroom, for the first time, and you yell out, Eugene, buddy? You may not respect me, but you'll respect the robe. You understand?
I yelled your name out of enthusiasm. I yelled out, buddy, to be flip. I apologize. Let me tell you something, Eugene. I know many judges. I've even slept with a few. The robe is a piece of clothing. I'm required by law, and I suppose decorum, to honor the robe. The respect I have for you is far more profound. Your Honor.
There will be no violence inside the premises. I realize sometimes scores got to get settled outside the courtroom. But there will be no mayhem inside here. Everybody checks their baseball bats with Susie when you come in.
We have company bats?
Second, our mission is to become a totally honest law firm. I know this can't happen overnight, but the purpose of this franchise is to do good, decent work for good, decent people.
I need to pre-clear 3 wise guys I got lifelong stuff with. Nothing serious.
Third, Manny, we have agreed to extend an offer to you as a paralegal.
You mean it?
You need to pre-clear with me everything you do. You'll be acting as an agent of this firm. Your salary will be a contingency of the business you bring in.
You won't regret it.
Fourth, Jamie, if you want to be a partner, the buy-in is $75,000. That's what me and Lenny put in. You might want to consider, being an associate here since...
Yeah, I opt for that. Associate.
Okay. Then we're a law firm. We're a law firm.
I don't hug. When men hug, it's a sign of homosexuality. I'm against same-sex hugs.
I'll take a handshake then. You spoke of your esteem, finding it in vanity. I've found much of mine in being your friend. Friend of Denny Crane.
I've pushed the defense on Peters as far as I can, Denny. I'm gonna need you to close.
Well, call a meeting. Get them all in here tomorrow.
You might actually be able to do it with a phone call.
Bring the file into my office. Let's do it. Okay, Walter. Talk to you later.
Okay.
I'm a mess.
You're just figuring this out.
I mean, I always thought I was functionally messed up. It worked for me. But perhaps... Well, there's no denying. Actually, there is. There seems to be nothing but denial on my part about Tara. I have enormous affection for you. But for whatever reason, I like myself less with you. I'm not at all sure. Shouldn't you chime in with something? Isn't that how conversation works?
You're doing fine.
I don't like being alone. I'm good at it, but I don't like it. But notwithstanding my feelings for you, I see potentially a less lonely path with... I don't know what I'm trying to say.
You've just said it. Always take the less lonely path. Somebody somewhere must have said that. I'd love to stay and chat, but I'm buried with work. Could you be a dear? This file has to go down to storage. Would you drop it down there for me?
I thought Beck was coming.
She got tied up in probate.
And Bobby?
He won't show. You know him and goodbyes. He's still telling Lindsay that their marriage is just on hiatus.
Well, we gotta get going. I gotta report to night court.
You got night court?
I'm a rookie.
All right, glasses up. To our new lives. Eugene, a judge. Jimmy, Jamie, neighborhood lawyers. Me, a mom, and who knows? And come on, somebody help me out.
Okay. I have loved this place. Every day, no matter what the fight or however ugly, I came here every day saying to myself, this place is special, and I'm lucky to be here. And you, and you, and you, and all of you. Cheers.